looking at these files, I will adjust the files before you. Files are done.
Two rows? Okay. I will sit back. You guys, wait, are we supposed to stay here? I don't know. This is the goat. So, you can stay there at least. And then you and I will go there. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, close to that. It's okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this one. Chelsea. Oh, should we? We're gonna put the guests over here. Yeah. Lisa, come here.
I can't hear you. Right?
She was trying to get in.
Guest of honor.
Yeah. I thought it was guest of honor. It's going to be guest of honor, like their plus one space come down and sit by.
I'll sit over there.
No, I mean, where do you need to be? No.
Esteemed guests and friends of Convergence, please welcome our MC for closing ceremony, Duck Washington.
Hello, everyone. I'm delighted to be back as your host for closing ceremony this year. If you had a fantastic con, make some noise. I had an absolute blast this year. We had amazing guests of honor, killer parties, fabulous panels and performances, and so much more. It was so much fun. I hate to see it end, but and it must, and we are here to say goodbye with panache and style. Something's happening.
Hello, Duck. You don't know me, but I know you. Well, actually, you do know me. I'm Connie Mark II, and I want to play a game. This pre-recorded message will walk you through a series of impossible decisions, each more gruesome than the last. By now, you've noticed the device imprisoning you. Go on. Take a moment to explore your situation. That's right. There's no escape. And just to show you I'm serious, allow me to demonstrate what lies in store for you should you fail. I'm sorry you had to see that. I hope there weren't any younglings in the audience. Happy nightmares, kiddies! The key to your freedom is simple, yet impossible. For now, I'll let you squirm, but I'll be back with more details of your desperate situation after you've had some time to despair.
Okay, I don't see any device or traps around here, which is almost worse. Is she messing with me, or did she run out of time to finish her diabolical plots this year? I refuse to play into your mind games, Mark II. The show must go on. GPS is one of Convergence's partner organizations. They are a group of volunteers that work year-round to keep the geek spirit thriving in the Twin Cities metro area. Maybe you spent some time at their room party this year or acquired something amazing at the GPS auction. They've got some really exciting events coming up that we want to highlight for you. On Friday, August 9th, join GPS for their annual Pirate Cruise fundraising event. Board the boat in Stillwater and enjoy entertainment, food, and beverages as you sail the high seas of the St. Croix River. Tickets available now. You can find all the info and the ticket link on their website, geekpartnership.org, under events. Additionally, on most Thursday nights, you can get crafty with other like-minded geeks on Google Meet. Work on projects, talk about your favorite interests, and meet people in your community, all from the comfort of your own home. The Geeks Read Book Club meets one Tuesday each month, usually the first one, and usually online. For all of these events and more, you can find additional information on the GPS website or their Facebook page. Now let's hear it for the Geek Partnership Society. Now, whether this is your first con or your 20th, you've undoubtedly heard a lot about how important and rewarding it is to volunteer here at Convergence. And there's good reason for that. Without volunteers, this convention quite seriously cannot happen. It takes hundreds of people putting in thousands of hours all year long to create the magical 4 days that we just experienced. Many of those volunteers are here in the audience or watching from their hotel rooms. So please show them how much you appreciate them with some room-shaking applause to the volunteers.
Congratulations, Duck! You're still alive! But the fun and games have just begun. Now, let's discuss the terrifying task ahead of you. The key to your freedom is a simple choice. Either destroy something you love, or force your beloved mascot to pay the price for you.
Hi, Duck. Nice to see you.
No, it isn't. You're terrified. Be quiet.
I'm sorry.
Hidden in your podium is an original 1980 Kenner Vintage Collection Lando Calrissian action figure. Mint in box, barely even breathed upon. Inside the box is a key. The key opens the lockbox you see attached to the ladder. Inside the lockbox is a code. Decipher the code and get the combination. The combination will open the door. Or, if you refuse to harm such a priceless human artifact to retrieve the key, you can instead force your dear, sweet, perfect Connie to perform a statistical miracle. Roll 3 natural 20s in a row. Failure will trigger the device for both of you.
I'm fine, Duck. I don't even think I'm really tied to anything. She does this a lot.
By the way, did I mention you only have 8 minutes and 47 seconds to make your choice? The number has no significance. I'm just that chaotic. Tick-tock, Duck Washington. See you later, alligator.
Bye, Duck!
Oh no! Mark II has Connie. But actually, Connie seemed fine. I'm sure they do this kind of stuff all the time. I know that my brother and I used to get up to something like this when we played, only we never played Saw, though. Speaking of elaborate devices that can be difficult to remove, it's time to show off this year's Masquerade winners. Now, these costumes require skill, patience, and enormous effort. Plus, the Masquerade entries have a performance element that is just truly a joy to behold. Here are pictures of the winners in each category. People's Choice, Avicen, The Purifier by Corina Vacornum. Judge's Choice, Midna Twilight Princess by Jennifer Justed. Judge's Choice, Jadzia Dax, The Bride by Rebecca Trask. Judge's Choice, Everyone's Favorite Commanders of the Citadel by Olivia Heron and Mike Ritt. Best Technical, Ewok Village Leia and Sophia by Sophia and Rachel Rapaz. Best Performance, our newest member of the Amazing Digital Circus by Maria Pasilis. Best Young Fan, The First Man, Adam by Alessa Boone. Best Novice, Marcel Donato by Bijou Layfeld. Best Intermediary, Sylvian and Umbreon by Cassandra and Anthony Wagner. Best Master, The Dragon King by Kevin Doheny. Best in Show, Danielle de Barbarac and Da Vinci from Ever After by Quite a Riot Cosplay. And that is just a small sampling of the awesome costume scene at Masquerade. Please give a round of applause to all of our 2024 Masquerade contestants. Now, every year, the art show features really cool and interesting artwork from talented artists within our community. Additionally, they award prizes to the best pieces entered in each category. Here are this year's art show winners. Best Amateur Artist, T. Erickson. Best Professional Artist, Meredith Dillman. Best Amateur Piece, Kristen Ellingson, the Charizard quilt at Pokemon. Best Professional Piece, Shauna Aura Knight, Key to Our Destiny.
Sorry, this is the picture that was there earlier, but this is which one it is.
Yes. Best in Show, Ralph J. Ryan, Goikonda, which we don't have a picture for, I believe. Now, I love how Convergence brings together people who do so many amazing things. Did you catch the shows at Harmonic Convergence this year? They had tons of different musical acts. Forgive me for being a little sappy, but I loved seeing all of your talents on display over these past 4 days. It fills me with joy that lasts all year long. And no one knows that feeling more than our guests of honor. This year, we had guests from across the geek galaxy. We had actors, authors, comedians, animators, and beyond. And I hope you all got to spend time with them and let them know how much you appreciated them celebrating with us this year. They are here tonight to say farewell and to let you know how much fun that they had. First, please welcome Zehra Fazal. It's mic number 5.
I can also project. Oh, no, it's on. It took me 4 days, but I finally learned where the stairs were for this stage, so I'm going to count that as a win. What can I say? This has been such an amazing weekend of celebration. I have to thank, first and foremost, my amazing liaisons, Elizabeth and Lisa, who took such great care of me and my husband, Barry. Thank you for making sure that we were never without anything we needed. Let's give a round of applause to all the Convergence staff and volunteers. For everyone who checked in on me, asked, hey, do you need anything? How's it going? Thank you so much. I've never felt so well cared for in my life. To all the fans and people I had an opportunity to chat with this weekend, that's why I do these things. I've really enjoyed getting to hear your stories and hear, what you're passionate about. And it's just been awesome. And I really appreciate each interaction. Everybody who came up to my table during my signings, everybody who got to chat after panels I was involved with. It's just truly been a pleasure. And I also want to thank my fellow guests of honor. You're all wonderful, inspiring, and I've really enjoyed getting to hear each and every one of your stories. And Greg, your stories for the 300th time.
All right. Now please welcome to the stage, Miss Shannan Paul.
Thank you, Doug. For many of you that know me, I've been coming to Convergence for over a decade, and I have to be honest with you, this was absolutely the most awkward attendance year ever for me. And I love you all for it, so thank you very much to everybody. I appreciate saying not only thank you to my friend and my liaison to Rick Schneider. Please give him a round of applause for keeping me. Thank you very much, Rick. As someone who knows how difficult it is to keep all of us squirrely performers in order and make sure we have our microphones and our lights, please give it up to all of our team in the back of the room and everybody. And I just want to, again, thank all of you as someone who really, it is important to me that we all have space within this space. Thank you to all of you who continue to show up when you feel awkward or othered or any of those things. You deserve to be here. This fandom is your fandom, and we are so glad that you are part of it. So thank you very much for all of that. And as a professional performer, I would be remiss if I did not tell you to keep an eye out for a film that I am a part of, an executive producer, Pat and Glow Save the World, a queer sci-fi comedy that will hopefully drop by next year. So thank you all. Thank you, Doug. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Now please welcome to the stage, Hernandez.
So I go to a lot of science fiction conventions. I go to ReaderCon and BossCon, mostly on the East Coast. I gotta tell you, the feng shui of this place is unbelievable. You all feel so good. This con is just so well run, just every aspect of it. You just have something really gorgeous here. And I am so honored to participate in the first of many times I expect to be back. I mean it. It's so good. It's so good. I know you know what you have, but I'm also telling you what you have. My liaison, Kyle, was unbelievably attentive. I'm not used to this kind of attention. Like, seriously, I emailed him before the con, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be your lowest maintenance guest of honor ever. On Saturday at 7 a.m., I was like, will you bring me a bowl of pineapple? It was there before 8 o'clock. Like, it is so ridiculous, and also power corrupts. Like, this is what I learned. Kyle, you were the best in the world. Thank you so much for everything. And everybody, all of the volunteers, like, everyone was constantly checking in on me. Do you need anything? Do you need anything? I wish I needed more so that I could give you that moment. Thank you, guests of honor. It is so much an honor to be among so many august actors and people who are just so accomplished. I love being around creatives because creatives just know how to give their hearts to you in their moment. I was watching all of these wonderful performers and directors just interact with all of you, and I was learning, I was just learning from them just how to be better at all of the stuff that we love to do at cons. I had a great time, had great panels that I attended and that I participated in. I just cannot say enough. Like, I feel, I'm gonna say something really sincere, and it's gonna sound hyperbolic. I do not mean it that way. I feel like this con is a great model for a society. All over the walls were plastered information about, like, here's the thing that you might not know, but look, if you behave in this way, everybody has a better time. Like, all over the place. And I spent a lot of time reading that and feeling like, man, I am so glad that is there on the wall. That helps all of us be better to all of us. I feel like the interactions that I had, just so much joy, so much creation, so much vitality, and people just living their passions. Like, that's the world I want to live in, and you're making it here. Like, for this weekend, but also it's in your hearts now, so you know how to carry it forth. Thank you so much for having me.
right, next to the stage, please welcome Susanna, Malak.
You guys ready to hear all my bullshit? So let's do it. So my liaison, he drove me around, like driving little bitch around. Anton, thank you for driving me around and taking care of me. I want to say for the crazy-ass twins that made my week, Chelsea and Courtney, and the husband, Dan, amazing. I love them to death, and now they're fucked with me for the rest of their lives. To my Alicia, you know I got a big heart for you. I love you to death. Thank you for dealing with all my bullshit and taking me everywhere I needed to go. I appreciate you. To all the volunteers, you guys were great. To the fans that came out to my panels to listen to my stupidity all the time, I appreciate y'all. If you came to my table and came to me and talked to me, I appreciate that. It's been a blast. The one thing I am going home with, and I won't forget this one, because I've never went to no shit like I did last night. What's the chant that we were doing in all the rooms? Rum and juice, rum and juice, and rum and juice, and rum and juice, and rum and juice. So I'm gonna go home and my family's gonna look at me like, what the fuck did you get into? Convergence, I want to say thank you for having me. Hopefully you will see me in the years to come. And I appreciate it. And I want to say thank you to my bestie, Ann, for coming out and dealing with my bullshit too. So, I appreciate you all, and I love you guys. Thank you for everything. Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
So our next two guests of honor unfortunately needed to leave Cannes before closing ceremonies today, but we're kind enough to record some messages for you all to see. Please welcome the first one to the screen, Brigitte Bacco.
Happy closing night ceremony, everybody. It's Bridget Bacco, and I just want to thank you for having me at my very first con ever. I loved it. I just thought it was absolutely magical. People were so kind and so creative and so loving, and I want to thank all the creators that brought this together. I want to thank Greg Weisman, my grand poobah, for inviting me and for putting me on Gargoyles in the first place. I'm super, super proud of this. I want to thank my liaison, Andrew, who got me through this massive hotel, and I want to thank all of you for all the support. I'm sorry I couldn't be here tonight, but I'm with you in spirit. And let me just tell you something, one last thing about Prince. I've lived to regret it, so next time I won't make the same mistake again. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
Next to the screen, we have Thom Adcox-Hernandez.
Dear Convergence, everyone in Convergence, what are you doing here with a camera, you big silly? Oh my God. Okay. Hi, everybody. And I apologize that I'm not there for the closing ceremonies because I wanted to be so bad, but I don't know why I left early. I go to play. I don't know. I thought you guys would be having it earlier, so I apologize. I just want to say thank you to everybody. This was truly the best con I've ever been to. I've been to a lot, and I just had the best time. The people there's not been one asshole that I've ran into. You know, I mean, they may be going, what a dick he is, you know, after they walked me to all my spaces, like my super incredibly awesome Stephanie. You did such a great job with me, and I thank you, because I know I get lost in my own house, and I don't even have a big house. So I just want to say thank you to everybody. I want to say thanks to the staff, thanks to Greg, thanks to Kyle for being such an asshole to me the whole time I've been here. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great closing ceremony, and thank you again. I would love to come back. I will come back, and anytime you want me back, just give me a holler. And everybody follow me on, not follow me, I'm not one of those, follow me. I'm on Instagram. I'll friend you if you friend me on Facebook. That's my main thing, even though I know it's obnoxious, but I'm not very technical. And it's shocking that I played Lexington. Isn't that crazy that I'm so non-technical? But anyway, thank you guys. Thank you so much. I love you all. You've been so terrific, and this is my favorite con ever. Mwah.
Very nice.
So, Keith David was only with us for one day this year, and we didn't manage to get a video from him, but he did ask us to pass along a message to everyone here at the con. Keith had an amazing experience at Convergence. He specifically wanted to thank the entire guests department and, quote, sing their praises. Be on the lookout for Keith's new show, Duster, coming to Max later this year, and The Sensitive Kind with Ethan Hawke, and so much more. Be sure to connect with Keith on TikTok or Instagram to keep up with all of his other projects. And now, for our final guest, please welcome to the stage, Greg Weisman.
So, all the other guests have thanked so many people, and I won't repeat all that, but I feel the same way. I particularly want to thank Tanya. I've been to this con many times now. We've actually lost count. And most of my previous liaisons were so burned out by working for me that, or working with me, that they don't even come anymore. But Tanya has been my liaison twice, and so somehow she can stand me. Of course, if she's not here next year, I'm going to feel really bad. No, she is amazing. She's been amazing. Also, she apologizes for helping me out. I don't understand that, but she is terrific. There is one other group I feel I need to thank that has not already been thanked, and that is the ribbon distributors of this con. This is amazing, and I think I got maybe an eighth of what was out there, and I swear to you, I've only tripped over this 3 times. Convergence is, without a doubt, my favorite con, period. And if I'm being honest, the only one I actually enjoy coming to. A long time ago, as some of you know, we had a convention for gargoyles, the Gathering of the Gargoyles, and I love that, and it still is in my heart, but you know, that's over. And once that was done, it's this. Every other con I go to, I put on a brave face, but it's work. This con, this is love. Everything that has been said already by the other guests, I just want a second or third or fourth. I'm the 7th one up here. Yeah, 7th. And everyone is fantastic. The people who run this thing, I don't know how the hell they do it. It is so intimate and yet big. And I don't know how one achieves that sense of things, that to have so much going on and yet still feel intimate, still feel like you can talk to people, talk to fans, talk to your peers, talk to liaisons and staff and volunteers and everybody. It means a lot to me. And in particular, this year, with the Gargoyles' 30th anniversary coming up, this was the only place I wanted to celebrate it. I did a Gargoyles 30th anniversary panel at WonderCon, and it was fun. The panel was fun. The panel itself was fun. But in terms of celebrating it, this is where I wanted to be. Usually, you know, I let a con contact me. This time I contacted Convergence. They called me over a year ago, actually to come last year, and I said no, because I want to come this year, because this is where I want to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Gargoyles. There's no place else I wanted to do it. You've made this in that sense like a home away from home for me. It's a new home because I was used to Bloomington. But anyway, forget that. It's a new house, but the same old home. The feeling is the same. And not only did you welcome me and welcome Zehra and Thom and Bridget and Keith to help us celebrate this, but you welcomed all these Gargoyles fans, new and old, all these old fans from the gathering that some of whom I see periodically, but many of whom I have not seen in years and years and years. So I'm staking my claim right now in 2034 for the 40th anniversary. I'll be 70 and walking on my knees, but anyway, there's nowhere else I'd rather be in 2034. Well, I don't know what hotel you're going to be in, but nowhere, but with Convergence. And all I can say to everybody, Tanya especially, but everybody, and also a special shout out to Chris Jones. I know I shouldn't do it, but these badges that we all have got are fantastic, and Chris has been my dear friend for a very long time. I love everyone here, but I don't like saying this out loud because it'll go to his head. But thank you, Chris. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, everybody. This has just been a joy. Oh, and I also wanted to thank you for being so welcoming to my daughter as well, who had a fantastic time. She had to leave early, but she just had a great time, and that means a lot to me. Thank you.
What an incredible lineup. Please give one more huge round of applause for our 2024 guests of honor.
You did it? I don't understand how this is possible. The odds are 1 in 128,200, and you did it on the first try. Yep. But my fiendish plan, my machinations, oh, this is so unfair. You can't win them all, Mark II. You seem awfully subdued for someone who just achieved the improbable. I would expect more squeeing from you. I guess I'm just all worn out from such a fun weekend. Yeah, that's it. I say this as an artificial life form, built for deception and brutal efficiency. This is super sus. Sus? Me? No. Connie, let me see that D20. What? This die only has 20s. The entire thing is 20s the whole way down. Yeah, it's my lucky 20-sided die. Much like James Tiberius Kirk, I don't believe in a no-win scenario. Connie, you cheated. I'm So proud of you! You are? Absolutely. I've never been more proud of anyone in my entire life. Aw, shucks. I need a minute. I don't do well with such positive emotions. Duck. The combination is 5318008. What? This definitely gave me ideas for next year's Convergence. It turns out I am an amazing game master. I'm sure Duck will agree that my designs were the perfect balance of terrifying and terrific. Or we could just go play Mario Kart. Fine, but I get dibs on Bowser. Hey!
I knew Connie had it covered. She is so clever. Although cheating is wrong, kids. Don't cheat to win. Sometimes the only way to win is not to play, but other times you have to play, and if you don't win, your well-meaning but kind of evil mascot might do something she can't take back to your other mascot. So she has to cheat in order to help her lose. Yeah? Now that we have all learned a valuable lesson, it's time to learn something else. This year's attendance numbers. Oh, I can't wait to tell the board. Let's get them out here. Everyone, your Convergence Board of Directors. Please welcome to the stage William Verberg Cunningham, Courtney Azar, Charmaine Parnell, Eric Knight, Luis Beltran, Alan Tipper, Tim Weck, and CJ Mantell. All right, so for Convergence 2024, everyone's invited. We had 3,720 weekday pass attendees and 434 day pass attendees. And now, a few words from the board members themselves.
Hello, Convergence. As president of this year's board, I'm so happy to be the one who gets to thank everyone for coming. But this is so much more than thank you for coming. Thank you for returning. We've had so many reports this year of old friends rejoining our party. This sense of renewal has given the vibe this weekend an extra spark of life. Thank you for giving us a shot. We had so many first-timers join that we ran out of badge ribbons for you. Welcoming new friends is vital to the health of any community or organization, and we feel pretty healthy. Thank you for volunteering. We are an all-volunteer organization created by our community for our community. Your help is so very appreciated. From our year-round convention committee, who are the absolute reason we can bring you this party every year, to the folks who give a few hours of their time to make sure our badges are in place, our bags are checked, and our lines are orderly. You all help keep us safe and happy for the weekend. Finally, thank you for taking care of one another. All weekend, I have seen people checking in, making sure that those around them have done the necessary things that are easy to forget at Convergence. Things like eating, drinking, sitting down for more than 30 seconds, that one's me, or getting a little sleep. Everyone's invited is not just a tagline. It's a community ideal, and we thank you for helping us to live up to it. I want to add a special thank you to Luis Beltran, who has just completed his final con as a board member. You have taught us so much about how to lead with kindness on this board. I love you, you fucker. From this year's, yeah. Come here. From this year's board of directors, thank you for an excellent party and have a safe and happy year.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, and unless you looked at the back of your souvenir guide and already saw it, next year's theme. It is That's How We Roll, a celebration of gaming. It will take place right here at the Hyatt Regency on July 3rd through 6th, 2025. And we have some super cool guests joining us so far. Former Minnesota Viking, marriage equality advocate, author, and avid gamer Chris Kluwe will be here. And video game designer Prof. Brown. Now, last but not least, if you want to squeeze in just a little bit more convergence tonight, the Dead Dog movie is happening at Cinema Rex. You all voted and you chose Tu Wan Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar. You can watch that tonight as we wind things down. Swing by to catch one last movie starting somewhere around 8 o'clock in Cinema Rex on the 5th floor. And that is it for Convergence 2024. We had so much fun with you all, and we really hope to see you again here next year. Thanks to Connie and Mark II, the board of directors, our guests of honor, and all of our volunteers and attendees. I'm Duck Washington. Good night, everyone.
Such a good convention, huh? I'm sorry you felt awkward. It's super